Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Programming with Cartoon. So today I'll be showing you how to use primary key, foreign key in Django models. So this is the models .py file that I have here. So I have created three different models, that is country model, state model and city model here. Okay, in the country model, I have taken country number is equal to models.autofield and primary key is true here, and country name equals to models.char field and max length equals to 50. So because no country has more than 50 characters here, so and that is unique and it is always true here. So state models.model which has uh, we have linked this state model with country model by taking country as foreign key here, and when once you delete this particular country here, the state will automatically be deleted here. It's the same with city here. When the city is linked with state here, so the city for the city we have the state as foreign key here, and this the state has foreign key as city here, country here. Okay. So now let me show you the HTML page that I have here. This is the index.html page where I have created three different URLs. So these are the URLs that I have: add country, add state and add city. So these three URLs link me to add country, add city, add state and add city here. So in views.py, I have created the add country function here. In add country function, I'm sending return add country.html data and country.objects.all. So from models, I have imported country, state, and city here. As you can see, I have imported all the three models here. After the sending the state, to save this, I have in the add country page, I have given the save function here. So the data that we are sending from views here, that as you can see, this is the data country objects all. We are getting that here, where here x dot country name and x dot country number and x dot country name here. Okay. So yeah, this is where I have created a function here. Yeah. So this is the country name that we are taking with the HTML forms, and so this is the country name that we are taking, and we are saving it with the help of the country save country function. So with the help of the save country function, we are saving it here, as you can see. Okay. So this is for the add country function .html page, and this is the add state.html page. So as you can see, it is same like the add country.html page. The only difference is that we have got an extra name, that is the country name here. Okay. In the same way, we have the add city.html page. In the add city.html page, everything is same as this is the save city function that we have here, and we are taking the save state name as option here, and in the state add state.html, we are taking the country name number and country name here, and linking it to that particular country. So how did I do that? How did I make a drop down menu and all? I'll show you now. Let me first finish the add city.html page. So in this add city.html page, I have two extra fields, that is the state name and the country name here. Okay. So now let me run this particular program here. Before I run this program, let me align this to center here. Align equals to center. Okay. Now let me run this program. So this is the three different hyperlinks that I've got here. As you can see, this is the add country URL with the add country hyperlink, and this is the add state with the add state URL, and this is the add city with the add city URL. So when I click on add country here, and I'm entering India here, and clicking on save. So here we are getting 1 and India. So I am saving another country as, we'll take another country as Nepal here and save it here. Okay. So we have saved two different countries, that is India and Nepal. So I'll just copy this URL, guys. Now I'm going to add state page, and when I enter here any particular state name, so here in the add city.url, as you can see, there is no state that is appearing here. So I'll add a state here, that is Telangana. click on save here. And when I go to the add city URL and refresh it, you can see Telangana is available here. In the same way, I'll add another city, state called as Maharashtra. Click on save here. Maharashtra is added here, and see, only Telangana is currently available. So when I refresh it, we'll also have Maharashtra here, as you can see. Okay, so now I'll add Hyderabad here in Telangana and click on save. You can see Hyderabad state, Telangana, and country India. Here you can see name Telangana, India, Maharashtra, India. I go with the country here. So there is, I'm only able to see the country names here, that is India and Nepal. So let me add another country name called as Bangladesh and click on save. So when I go to add state and refresh it, you can see India, Nepal, and Bangladesh here. So the capital of Nepal is Kathmandu. So let me add Kathmandu here. So here Kathmandu is added and Nepal is this country here. Okay. So I'm adding another state in Nepal, guys. That is Nepal. So the state name is Gandaki. Gandaki, and the country is Nepal here. And let me save. So Gandaki is in Nepal here. And when I go to add city and refresh it and go to Pokhara and click on Gandaki and save, you can see Pokhara, Gandaki, Nepal is available here. So similarly, I have not added any other country here. So how are we getting this? So I have linked this country table to the state table and the state table to the city table. So with the help of that, we are able to get the cities and their states and the countries there. Okay. So this is how we work with a foreign key, guys. As you can see, it is all the keys are in foreign keys here, as you can see. So the moment I delete a particular state or anything like that, automatically the related state and the country will be deleted. It will not be deleted, but that particular column or data will be deleted in this automatically. Okay, guys. So hope you have understood, guys. If you have understood, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Programming with Gautam. Thank you. We'll be right back.